Hi guys, does everybody hear me? Write in chat please. Guys, does you hear me? Okay, good. My name is Ilya. I work with iRidium scripts. I create drivers. I am a script technical supporter and I am a script trainer. Our webinar consists of two parts. First part is script basics and the GUI API. Second part is script drivers and drivers API. Each part duration is 2 hours. Today we will talk about iRidium script basics and the GUI API. You should write your questions in chat. We will have a coffee break and I will answer you. And I will answer on your questions in the end of our training too. Okay, let's start. Scripts based on JavaScript. That's why if you want to write scripts, you should know JavaScript basics. The first question that may come to your mind is, what can I do with scripts? Look at the slide, please. You can do everything. You can change project interface, you can create drivers, work with sound, or write something in tokens. And now let's look at basic script structure. First of all, you should create interface item. It may be button or level or other kind of item. Then you should open the script editor and create a listener function. We will talk later about it. And the last thing, add actions to your listener. And that's all. As you see, it's easy. And now let's get acquainted with the script editor interface. Open the iRidium editor and now we should create new project. It's okay. In main window we see orange button. Press on it. And now the active window is script editor. Let's watch the interface. The window consists of 3 parts. First part is the script module explorer. Here you can create and edit script modules. We will talk later about them. The second part is a code editor. You write the code here, and the last part is a script helper. Later about it too. Let's come back to modules. The module is a script unit. For example, it is the module with my driver, and in that module I will create my interface functions. So, what we can do with modules? First of all, we can create it. Press the green plus and now we can select one of 2 functions. First function is create new script unit. Press on it. Now we can see the window. Here we should write the name of our script module. For example, test. Press OK. The script has been created and now we can write our code, our functions. The second way, we can add a script module to our project. Press the green plus and select add script from file. And now we can see the file system and we can select one of JS files. I haven't got it. So you should find the JS file, select it and press open. For example, I try to find something. No, I haven't got it. But okay, I think it's easy. Okay, and the next button, it is a delete button. We can select one of our modules and press the green plus, or excuse me, the red plus. Delete, select yes, and now the module has been deleted. The second two buttons are moving the script module up or down in module tree. Okay, what can we do else? The select button is a set password. For example, I write my script, I want to save it, and I want to protect it. I press set password button, enter the password, press OK, and now when I close my project and open it again, and if I want to open my interface module, the iRidium editor asks to input the password. If the password will be wrong, then we can't see our script code. Okay, next button is a rename button. For example, this module has the name test. I want to rename it, press rename button and enter the new name. And it's okay. The module has been renamed. Okay, next button is a save to file button. Select the module, press it, and now we can save our module to hard disk. Press save, and in another project we can add the script from file. Here it is. The project has already that file, so I can rename old module and insert our module from local disk. Okay, here it is. And the last button, it is a hide or show script helper window. Okay, it's all for first window. And now let's watch on second part. It is a GUI Editor. What we can do with it? First of all, we can add new functions, we can write the code, we can delete it, and when we write some functions, we can save it in current module. Okay, next button we can find some string, for example test. Here it is. If I check show all modules, iRidium editor will find this string in all modules. For example, here it is, and here it is. Okay, it is undo and redo buttons. Everybody knows it. Emulate the button, start the iRidium client. In that window, we can test our project. Okay, let's go further. Next button is a color button. For example, we have a graphical item and we want to change its color. But I don't want to write the code of my color, so I can write color button and select the color from the palette. Press OK, and here we can see the code of our color. And the last item in our interface, it is a checkbox. Here we can find all functions in our project. For example, in my first script module, I have a function. For example, hello. And now I want to find it and move the cursor to that function. I should select my project, and now in that checkbox I can see the name of my function and I can go to it. So it's okay. And the last part, it is a script editor. What is it? Wait a second. Okay, I'm here. In script helper, we can find all iRidium API and project elements, such as items, drivers, token, and other. For example, I don't want to remember all commands, or I don't want to remember name of elements. I have a script helper. For example, I want to create a timer functions. I open the iRidium API node, then I go to System API, then I select functions and select one of two timers, set interval or set timeout. Double click on it, and as you see, the function has been edited to our script module. Okay, and the second part. For example, I have an item in my project, and I want to change its opacity via script. But I don't remember its name, and I don't remember the name of property. So I open in iRidium script helper GUI node, then I open pages, choose one of all pages, for example page 1, select the item 1, and here I can choose one of all properties. For example, I want to choose opacity. It's here. Double click, and as you see, the code has been generated, and now I should write only the value of my opacity, for example 100. So it's easy too. Okay, it's all for script interface. And now let's talk about script API. All script APIs you can find on our site. You should go to iridiummobile.net. Then you should open the support section. Then press on link documentation, and then click on iRidium script API link. There we can find all iRidium APIs. It consists of 7 parts. And now let's talk about the basic iRidium function. It is a listener function. Here it is. This function is like a spy. You say to it, watch on this item, and when somebody press on it, for example, then you should do that actions. As you see, it's easy, and now let's watch on the syntax. Open iRidium editor, create new project, and open script editor. As you remember, we should to create new script module. What should we do now? First of all, we should write add listener command, and here we should write some input parameters. First parameter, it is the event. It is the event at which the function is performed. There are several events for each API group. For system app API, there are event start. Event is activated at application launch. The second event is event walk. Event is activated when the application is running. Next, event exit. The event is activated when exiting the application. Next event is event orientation. The listener is activated when changing the device orientation. Guys, this event works only on mobile platforms such as Android or iOS, but it doesn't work on Windows. And the last event, it is event keyboard show. The listener is activated when opening a keyboard. This event works on mobile platforms too, not Windows. The next input parameter, it is the reference to item. I mean the reference of the item the function is assigned to. And the second parameter, it is our function with some code, so it is actions. Okay, let's have some practice. For example, I want to write in the log the string hello world on application launch. What should I do? First of all, I should create add listener function. The first parameter will be event start, because I want to write the string on application launch. The second parameter will be 0, because I don't link my listener to each item. I want to link that listener to all application. The second parameter will be function, and in the body of my function I want to write my string. I use log command, and in that command I write my string. For example, hello world. And now let's save the script and start the application. As you see in log, when the application starts, iRidium print my string. Here it is. Now let's change our task. I want to print the string every second while my application works. So I should change my listener. The first parameter will be event walk. Save the script and start the emulator. As you see, iRidium print the string every second. Okay, so I think it's easy to understand. add listener, it is a basic function. You will use it in every project. Okay, let's go further. The second commands, it is a timers. For example, I have the interest task. I want to ping my device every second, and if my device does not answer me, I want to restart it via watchdog. What should I do? First of all, I should create a restart function. Let's create it. Here I should write the code to restart my device. For test, let's print some string. Okay, next. Now I should to create listener, and then I should activate my timer in that listener. Write add listener command. The event should be event start, then 0. The third parameter is a function, and in the body of my function I should create set interval timer. What the syntax of that command? Set interval is function that used for cycle with a given current interval. It has two input parameters. First parameter, it is a time delay. We should write it in milliseconds. And the second parameter, it is a name of function that contains the command. So, in my example, I should ping my device every second. So in first input parameter, I write 1000 milliseconds. The second parameter, it is a function that will start every second. So I write the function name, and here we should print ping, not restart. Save the script and start the application. As you can see, we ping our device every second. So it is a first timer, and we have a second timer. It is a set timeout. This function is used for run a function when the time delay. For example, when my application starts, I want to send the command to my server in 2 seconds. What should I do? As in first example, first of all I should write the function, for example send command. In the body of that function I will send, I will send something, and in start listener, let's comment it. I should create a set timeout timer. First parameter will be 2000 milliseconds in my example, and the second parameter should be the name of my function. Here it is. Save the script and start the application. As you can see, the application launch in that time, and the string has been printed in 2 seconds. Here it is. So, what else can we do with timers? We can delete it. If I want to delete the timer, I should use clear interval function. This function is used for stopping and deleting delay, the set timeout and the set interval functions from the random access memory. That function has one input parameter. It is the identifier of the set timeout and the set interval functions. How it works? For example, I ping my device, and if I want to, for example, ping it for 10 seconds. No, let's ping it for 5 seconds. And after it, I want to stop ping function. How can I do that? I should create variable, and when I start set interval function, I will do that thing. So when the timer starts, it will write its identifier in my variable, and then I create a new function, stop timer. In that function, I will delete. Excuse me, I will delete my interval. Here it is. In start listener, I write next things. Every second I will ping my device, and in 5 seconds I will stop my first timer. Save the script and start the application. Let's see on it. So, okay. First ping, second, third, fourth, and on 5 seconds the timer has been deleted. So let's go further. The next command, it is log. We have already know it. That command write some data in console. So what else can we do in system API? The first command, it is exit. This command closes the app, iRidium app. Then we have execute command. This function is used for the start of programs. How it works? For example, let's delete it. For example, I have a funny task. When I start my application, I want to open the calculator. How can I do it? I select execute function, and in parameter I write the name of my calculator. Save the script and start the application. So my computer is slow and slower every day. oh, okay, it works. And when the application large, the calculator opens too. It is very good function for marketing. For example, we have a project to control our smart home, and we have a button with the logo of our company. And when the user press on that logo, then iRidium open browser and open that's our site. For example, let's test it. Okay, and now okay, here it is. Slow computer, but it's work. So what else we have in System API? The last function, it is a show keyboard function. We can show a keyboard on our mobile device. This function does not work for Windows. So in our project we should write show keyboard command, and this command has one input parameter. It is identified number of keyboard. First it is a general keyboard, and second it is a numeric keyboard. So we have some questions. So I answer on it. First question. Will we receive the training document through mail later? Yes, I will send to you the training record and all materials on your mail, and it will be tomorrow. So does it mean that we can open on iPad any application? Yes, it's true. You can open any application on iPad or Android. You should know its system name. For example, the calculator in Windows has a name calc.exe. So we have a question. Yes, we have a Russian webinar. It will be tomorrow. You can write on to our manager, or you can see it on our Russian site. Okay, let's go further. The second part of API is a GUI API. GUI API is a set of functions and events for working with graphics items such as buttons, sliders, pop-ups, etc. This API let you create graphic items, delete graphic items, change properties, create GUI listener, open and close pages pop-ups, and many else things. The first function is a create item function. This function is used for creating items, graphical items, and it has some input parameters. The first parameter, it is item type. It is indicates the type of the created item. We have the several types. You can find it on Wikipedia, or you can find it on Script Helper. It is item page, so you can create a new page from script. Then you can create pop-up with item pop-up parameter, item button, item trigger button, multi-state button, level, and all other. So the second parameter, it is the item name. You can write here any string. It will be the name of our new button or other item. Then you should write coordinates x and y. And the last parameters, it is item width and height. Okay, let's create some items. For example, I have no items in my project, and in listener, in start listener, I want to create it. I write create item function. The first parameter, it is the item type. For example, I want to create the button. So I write item button type. The second parameter, it is the name of my item, for example test. Then we should write its coordinates, for example 100 and 100. And the last parameters, it is width and height. For example, it will be 200 and 200. Save the script and start the emulator. Here it is. We have black button, and now we can change its properties, and it will be beautiful function, beautiful button with some functions on it. We will do later it. Okay, let's go further. Further. So, if we want to change some properties in our item, we should use get item functions. And that function has interest syntax. First of all, you should get the link of the page where your item located. And then you press dot and write get item function again with the name of your item. Let's see how it's works. Let's create new item. For example, item 1. And that item located on page 1. So in script, I write get item and select the page 1. Then I write dot and write get item again. And in second get item, I write the name of my button. Then I should choose property, for example text, and write the value, for example test string. Save the script and start the application. Slow computer. While the application starts, I see a question. How to find the names of application? You can find the rules on our Wikipedia, or on the Wikipedia of iPhones, iPads, Androids, etc. So on our Wikipedia you can find all rules. The application starts. So in our editor we have an item with no text, but when we start the application we can see that the text is test string. So, but if you know all our items has several states. For example, my button has two states. The first state is unpress, and the second state it is a preset state. So what should I do if I want to change some properties on each state? In that way I should use getState command. This function is used for referring to the item state. For example, in my button I want to change the opacity of the second state. So I should use getItem command for my page, then I use getItem for my item, then I use getState command for choosing the state. Here I should write the number of states, for example, first state. Then I choose the property, it is opacity, and write the value, for example 100. Save the script and start the application. Okay, here it is. The first state opacity is 255 and the second state opacity is 100. So I think it's easy too. Let's go further. So I can delete any item in my project. I should use delete item command, and this command has one input parameter. It is the item ID. It is a link to our item, and in fact it is the result of getItem function. We have a button and we have to delete it. So I write delete item function, and the input parameter will be getItem to our page, then getItem to our item. Save the script, start the application. So our project hasn't any buttons. Okay, it's easy too. What else can we do in GUI API? It is little functions, and I don't write in practice because it's very easy. We can get pages count in project. For that task we should use pages count command. So we can get pop-ups count, then we can get a link to opened page with current page function, then we can open pop-up, open page, close page. We can close all pop-ups and close one pop-up. So it's very easy. And we have new events for listeners in GUI API. Here it is. First event is event item press. The listener has been activated when user press on the item. Then event item release. The listener has been activated when the user release item. Event item change. The listener has been activated when user change text in edit box item. So that three functions works on every platform. Windows, iOS, Android, all platforms. But the next function, event mouse down, works only on Windows. The listener has been activated when the user hold mouse down on item. Next event, event mouse up. The listener has been activated when user release the mouse button on event. It is only for Windows 2. Then, event mouse move. The listener has been activated when user press on item and moving the mouse, only for Windows 2. Then, event touchdown. Event is activated when holding the finger down on the item. That event works only for iOS and Android. Event touch up. Event is activated when releasing the finger from the item for iOS and Android too. Event touch move. The listener is activated when moving the finger on the item. It is for iOS and Android too. The last two events, it is event item show. Listener is activated when showing a page or pop-up. And event item hide. Event is activated when hiding a page or pop-up. So, with that events, you should do next things. For example, if you want to use one function for Windows and mobile platforms, then you should use item press, item release, etc. But if you use Windows as a debug platform and Windows functions, for example, should write some text in console or do other debug things, then for Windows you should use mouse down and mouse up, and for mobile platforms you should use touch down and touch up as a release project with no debug functions. Okay, it's all for GUI API. Now guys, let's have a rest, let's have a coffee break, write your questions in chat. We will continue in 10 minutes, so let's have a rest. Guys, I'm here. Does you hear? Write in chat. Yes. Yes, yes. Somebody else? Okay. Okay, good. Okay, we have some questions. I answer on it. So, can edit check syntax JavaScript? You can't do it now, but we want to add this function soon, in nearest future. Okay, next question. Uh, how we can call and run one app inside iRidium like the XBMC app? When we start the project on mobile platform and call any else app, the iRidium will hide in tray, and the call it app will be running. So then the user should close the app and open iRidium again. Next question. Can we dynamically change opacity based on brightness value? Yes, we can do it. For example, we have a button and we have, for example, a level. So, if I change the level, the item opacity should be changed too. So, in script, we should create a listener with, for example, item hold. Then we link our listener to our level. Third parameter, it is a function, and in the function we should call our button, we want to change the opacity on second state, and the second operation is for example, save the script, start the application, and so okay, as you see, when I change the level, the opacity has been changed too. We can change the level range 251 as opacity, so here it is. Okay, next question. I have seen in iRidium demo video the phone location and orientation in the house. How can the phone show location and orientation inside the house? We have the system tokens. Here it is. They have time, date, sound, display, and other. If I want to show the location, I should create items for showing, open location folder, and choose one of location. For example, longitude will be here, and latitude will be here. So it does not work on Windows, but it will works fine on mobile platform. Okay, next question. Can we give the link to the button which we created and to the image? For example, if I press the button, its states should be changed and the lamp image should glow up. Excuse me, I don't understand your question. Write it again, please. And now next question. It will be nice if you can attach a presentation. We can read it in a break time. Yes, I send you a presentation, and the record of our webinar, it will be tomorrow, and all materials and other. Okay, questions. Location would need GPS, and I understand outside the house. Location use the mobile datchicks, so it will works fine. I can't tell you how it works. But how will location work inside the house, which basically may be received? It works, you can test it. Okay guys, let's go further. We have not many time. Okay, the next, it is a sound API. So we can use sound files in our iRidium projects. We can play sound file, stop it in situations. First command, it is a play sound. So with that function we can play some sound file. How we can do that? Open the gallery, and here we can choose sound tab, and now we can see some folders with sounds. If I want to use my sound files, I should drag it in my project. Now we can see the question, press OK, and let's add some files to our project. Close the gallery and open the script. For example, when I press on my button, I want to play my sound file. So I write play sound, and this command has some input parameters. First parameter, it is a file name, so it is the name of our sound file. Second input parameter, it is a number of slot, and the second parameter, it is a volume level. Second and third parameters may be used its default value if we don't write it. For example, I want to play some file. I write my command, and now I should write the name of sound file. I don't remember it, so I press Ctrl plus space, and I see a window with all sound files. I choose one, for example bell. Okay, then second parameter, it is a slot number, for example 0, and the third parameter, it is a volume level, for example 100. Now when I press on my button, I will hear the sound file. I can delete second and third parameters. In that way, the default values of that parameters will be 0 and 100. Okay, what else? We can stop playing the sound file. For that task, we should use stop sound function. It has one input parameter, it is a file name, I mean the name of sound file. But sometimes I don't know what file playing in that moment, so I can use stop slot function with the input parameter slot number, the number of slot. With that command, the sound file will be stops in chosen slot. And the last function, stop all sounds. So you can stop playing all sounds in your project. Okay, and the last character, it is a gestureless IP. You can use swipes in your project. How can you do this? First of all, you should register your swipe in the project. For that task, you should use add_recognizer command. It has one input parameter. It is the type of our swipe. We have some type swipes. We can use swipe left, swipe right, swipe up, swipe down, pinch in, pinch out, long press, and double tap. If I want to delete some swipe from my project, I should use remove recognizer command. And when I register some swipe in my project, I should create a listener with event gesture begin event, and inside it I must write the logic of my swipe. Here it is. For example, I have a project, so I want to use swipes. First of all, I register it in my project. I use add_recognizer command, and I want to use swipe left and swipe right, for example. I write it, swipe left, and second, swipe right. Okay, I register them. Now I should create listener function with event gesture begin. Second parameter, I should link listener to some object. For example, I want to link it to current page. And third parameter, it is a function. In that way, my function will have an input parameters name and x and y. So now I should write the logic of my swipes. For example, I use switch command. Input parameter will be the name, and now I write if user use swipe left, Then I want to write something in console, for example, or I want to send a command to my device. And if the user do swipe right, then I want to do something else. For example, if the user does swipe up, I want to turn the light on, and if the user does swipe down, I want to turn the light off. Or if user does swipe left, I want to play previous track on my media server, and if user does swipe right, I want to play next track on my media server. It's easy. Okay, it's all for our for today training. Guys, I link the material to our training. You should download it. It named tasks.docx. In the document, you find the tasks for certification. You should do them, and when you do them, you should send me that project to my mail. I write it in chat, or you can write me on Skype. Here it is. When you done the tasks, you send it to me, and then I check it. If everything good, you will have your certificate and other things that you read on registration. Maybe somebody have some questions? Guys, are you here? What about documents? What documents? All materials I will send to you tomorrow. Can you show again how to do that with the level and opacity? Okay, can do that. So, you have a button, and you want to change its opacity, and you have a level. So first of all, you should create a listener with event press event. Second parameter is the link to our level. And the third parameter, it is our function. So the logic is you say to iRidium, hey iRidium, when somebody press on that level, you should change the opacity of that item get state 0, and the current opacity will be as in that item value So the script will get the value of my level and write it in opacity value of my button. So here it is. It's easy, I think. Okay, if you haven't any questions, bye bye guys. Wait for your tasks. Thanks for your attention. It's a big pleasure for me. Goodbye.